Alright, so this round here is one of my blue belts. I've just given him a blue belt. We call him the plumber. His name is James Aletos. He's a young Greek fella. One of the best natural athletes I think I've seen in a long time. I tell Saunders that the plumber's a better athlete than him, and he gets very cranky about it. And basically, he moves fast. He's always been good at everything he does, and he does a lot of jumping and cartwheeling. So we're trying to teach him a bit of wrestling. He takes a Russian tie here on me, but I like to use the Russian tie to get into an underhook of my own. He's doing a good job keeping his hips, and I'm raising my elbow to try and maintain his elbow, but he managed to limp out off his little uchi. So uchi's good to reset and get your self out of the underhook, which is what was the situation for him. So what I'm doing here, see this, I'm taking a double collar tie. So I've been working on this at the moment. The Artos guys do this a bit, where they'll just pull on your head and it just exhausts you. So see the flat back? What I'm trying to focus on here is a flat back and just driving him, trying to get him to push into me. I'm trying to drive and drive, and he wants disconnects and movement because he's very fast. So I'm keeping my down block hand in position. He actually does a good job of getting a left underhook here, and I sag towards it. So I didn't like the idea of him using his underhook against me. I really want to get my right underhook back inside that. Yeah, and then I've just got it there. Here I should have thrown him by. I should have gone behind him, but I wanted that far hit, which I just got. So I step in front for an ukigoshi. He tries the cartwheel, and I managed to put him down on his back. And I just said to him, there'll be no cartwheeling today, plumber. So I'm just settling him into side control here. I know he's not really a submission guy. He's not going to try and submit me. He's going to scramble. So my big thing was just to settle him down. So I'm just covering his hips here. So notice cross-body control. I've got across the hip and then to the far shoulder here. I use a little power half to lay him down, and see my knee was pointing at the ceiling there. That's an important detail for taking the back. So now I've got a high ball ride. I'm trying to put my hook in, but he's defending and turning away and pushing the hand down. But what this does is it takes his primary strangle hand away and it gives me the strangle. So he edged his bets on, I'll turn my hips away and push down on the hook, but it gave him the neck. So I was saying to him, and I did a background earlier in the week, and I said to him, I was just riding you back then. I said, this time I submitted you. So see my posture? It's something I got from Isaac and the Penn State guys. It's like a driving motion. You watch Nolf, he'll do this as well. I really like this. It feels very powerful, that stance. So I'm trying to work into my own Russian there. He's very fast, so I'm just trying to make sure he doesn't shoot on me. He fakes a lot. That's a good little stagger. See, he got me staggering there. That was quite good. I'm just trying to slow him down. I'm not going to try and match him for speed. I'm going to try and beat him in the clinches. I want to go back to the body lock I just hit on him. We run into Saunders. And but see his right hand? He's kind of got the beginning of an underhook here. So this is failing for me. I try to step behind. I try to force a dogfight there, but his underhook keeps him in play. He tries to Granby through, but I knew it was coming. So I just backed up so his hips couldn't go over me, and he kind of Granbied in front of me, which led me to this nice little top control position here. So see this here, this is a nice way to use your crossface. If they turn on their side and you don't have an underhook, I've got a 10-finger grip down his spine and you widen your elbow. That's if they're on their side and you can't get a clean underhook. Again, I'm just sort of riding top position. Notice the point of my elbow on the point of his jaw. That's deliberate. He can't turn into me here. He can only turn away, which is what he does. So I go into a chest lock here. I'm trying to, actually, it's my mistake. I actually had a front headlock. But I used a little pull snap there where I pulled on him and snapped and went behind him. He tries to grab me one more time. Now I hit a knee through off that double underpass, and now I just go through the open legs. He's playing a knee shield, but I'm on the outside of him, so he can only really belly out here if he chooses to. I block the near side hip, try and stop that. He still bellies out. And we go back into front headlock again. So I'm trying to sag down on him here, and I thought, okay, I'll change approach this time. Let's see if I can maybe use a Schultz choke. So I locked my hands and I start to sag underneath. So he's actually been strangled here with a Schultz choke. It's a variation of a wrestling move. And he sags down on his back, but I still felt like I could get this strangle. So watch, I use my left knee to peel his elbow up above his head. And then I lock to the bicep here. And this is really tight. This kind of reverse anaconda. It's like a weird thing. I don't even know. Maybe we call it a dust. It's like a weird position between the two strangles. He's getting tired now because he moves so much. It's a lot of effort. That's what you can remind yourself. You've got someone who's very athletic. You can give him a little bit of rope and let them sort of run themselves. So there's that underhook. I'm pretty happy when I can get hold of that, or if I can get hold of his head, because I realized how tight it was making him. So I just thought I'll go with multi-snaps here. And you see him staggering, that's always a good sign you're doing well. Yeah, see he's backing out with his head down. So you don't want to just clear collar ties by backing out, because your head will come down. And so now I'm just leaning on him. You know, if this is a long match, this is going to favor me later. He does a nice little entry into a single here, and I've been using this quarter Nelson as a counter. So I use the quarter Nelson, and then he, of course, decides to do some type of crazy roll, but it gets him in the bottom. He tries to come up, and I step over. He then turns away and creates another scramble, and then immediately I throw his feet to the outside. So the key is always finish with you dominating the position. So there, instead of just settling into a pass, I immediately got on the outside of his feet. And at this stage, he's pretty shot. It's towards the end of the round. He's given me a single chest wrap. I was considering smothering him. He kind of gives me the Katagatame and the buzzer goes. That was a good round.